Good evening, everyone. How's everyone doing? Evening, Steve. JOK, how are you doing? Barry. Andy, Mystery Magnets Northwest. Good. Mary, Magnetic Fran. Lynn, good evening to everybody. How's everyone doing? Hi, Don. Hi, Annie. Loving the new logo. Impressed with that. Phil, Mr. Mandana, Joseph, Cuddy, good evening, everybody. Hi, Paul. Yes, I'm very good. Evening, SJ. Bulldog Magneteers, good evening. Things are good. Bit cold, but you know, it's all right. Paul, let's have a look. Berry Fines, good evening. Sky Dancer, Sean. How's everyone doing then? Anybody been out braving the weather this week? Dwayne, good evening. Bettina. You'd love to come on one day. Oh no, I've got a few people that want to come on. I don't know why. You got your Nan there. Hello, Nan. Good evening. Let's have a look. Hang on, comments going a bit quick. Hello, Colin. Yvette. Benjamin, Rocky Fish. Elizabeth, Dudley Dippers. East Midlands Magnet Fishing. Cider flavour tonight. We are on the strawberries and cream. Yeah, last Sunday was a bit cold, but we're still brave. I hope you all enjoyed the video on Wednesday. Quite an explosive one that was. Hi, Leela. It was a fun day, that was. But wait till next week's, because that's even better. Next week's is interesting. What would I recommend for the first time fishing? Depends on how far you want to go, really. I started off with the 200 double-sided for one-line magnets, the clamp magnet. And I found that really good. I did have one before, which wasn't wonderful, but it got me started. But after a week, I changed to that. But then I saw they did the Beast, so 3 weeks after that, I went straight for the Beast and used it for nearly 2 years. I'm entertaining. Is that what it is? I'm very well, thank you. Hi, June. That's what we got. Yeah, it's not frozen here. Apparently, it's going to get quite warm on Monday. What's the taste like? It's very sweet. It is nice, but it's very sweet. Thanks, Jabba. It was a good video. It's unbelievable the amount of explosives, and to top it off with that grenade was just, well, that was just something else. That's number 12 now. They're getting a bit common. They keep sticking to me magnet. So, the snow in Scotland. We didn't really have much, actually. It's only that time you saw the video. That was the only time, really, we had snow. It's been trying to snow a week, but it's been rubbish. It's not really turned to anything. So, but I don't mind. Should be out Sunday. I think it's going to be about 6 degrees, but that's a lot warmer than it was last week. You're out tomorrow. Hi, Emma. Darren, Rebecca. What was the total track explosion you found? 203. Yes, that was a good old collection, that was. It's quite funny because when the police come down, we said the grenade's over there in a bucket. Next to it is a bag with over 200 track explosives in, and they went, oh, great. So, yeah, there was a lot of them. What do you do with all your scrap? If you want to get rid of your scrap, get onto Facebook, get on Dippers and Scrappers. There's virtually a scrap man in every area that will come and collect it free of charge and get rid of it for you. What did they say about the grenade? Not a lot, really. They sort of found it fascinating. I managed to get 2 of them to subscribe to the channel while they were there. So if you're watching, thank you for your courtesy, and I hope you're enjoying the channel. Yeah, 203 it was. Evening, Beth. Evening, Pauline. Yes, I know. Yeah, I've done a lot of work, research on that, Phil, and I think you're right. I think it is a break shoot, and I'll tell you what, they're really heavy. Them things are proper heavy, but that's what you get by train bridges. You get heavy fines, especially that section of track. Now that was really heavy. clean my magnets in the bath. Any advice? Yeah, don't clean them. Let them rust. They work much better when they're not smooth. Never cleaned a magnet. My beast hasn't been used since about last October and it's looking really rusty, so I'm going to take it out sometime and just give it a quick spin just to clean the rust off, but never clean them. I always find magnets are better. Once they've lost the shine, they're a lot better. No, the train didn't go boom. Apparently somebody I know who lives down in the area where the EOD blew everything up in the field, they actually said they heard the bang when it went off. So yeah, they did blow it up, and they did it in the dark, which is quite a surprise really, because they don't normally blow things up in the dark. Did you say anything about the railway bangers being all together? No, there was more interest in the grenade, and he said, "Are you sure it's a grenade?" I went, "Oh, it's definitely 100% a grenade." Evening Johnson's Adventures. Scotland's at a standstill for about 2 days. Everything comes to a standstill here when there's like half an inch on the floor because people just can't cope with snow anymore. I know I've got a few police on here now as well, so yes. Sorry, didn't do it intentionally. It just got stuck to me magnet. Take all the scrap to scrap yourself. Thing is, I'd need a big van for some of the times I've been because I've easily overfilled one van. No, if it's early enough, then I probably would. But the trouble is, it always seems to happen later in the day when you find something like that. So I've never hung around for it. I've been back to look at the holes which they create when they blow them up. There's some quite good holes where they put, because they bury them a bit, put sandbags on them and blow them up. So yeah, I've seen a few holes. Hi James. If I missed anything, I apologise if I missed anybody, but welcome. Thank you for joining us. Have I had a good week? I have had a good week. It's been a very busy week. Hectic. A lot going on at the moment, but it has been a good week. Oh, the sign, yeah. The sign is going to be going off for proper cleaning. We're going to try high pressure water cleaning it rather than hitting it with a wire brush. A friend of mine, he started doing all that sort of thing, just sandblasting, walnut blasting, soda blasting, high pressure water blasting. So he's going to have a go at it, and we're going to see if we can get it cleaned up that way, because it definitely saved me a lot of work, that will. That's it, yeah. Usually all I do is just give it a wipe when you're done, get all the rubbish off it, but I never clean it. I just let it rust. And I always find they work better with a bit of rust on them. Hi Kirsten, is your pub open yet? Big cold weather for Scotland, yeah. That's it. Yeah, normally what they do, even the police said that they probably will have to put it somewhere and then guard it all night. So somebody would have to sit there, because I said, "Oh, sorry about it." He goes, "No, it's all right. It's a good time to catch up on your paperwork," which is quite good. Hi Natalie. The lockdown, yeah, it's not good. I'm still working through it. I'm drowning in hand sanitizer, masked up all the time, and yeah, you just got to try and keep your distance and get on with it. But yeah, still go out. Like I say, we end up in the middle of nowhere. We don't really have many people pass us. The places we're going, it's not a busy towpath. I definitely wouldn't do London with the way it is, because that's always busy. I saw that, £234. That was a big pile of scrap, that was. You had a good day there. Evening, Paul. Mr. Houlihan, our guest from 2 weeks ago. Have I ever had him saying, yeah, I have actually, saying, not you again. I got threatened with an ASBO at a bridge near me, and I didn't actually fish it for 2 years. And the first time, thank you very much, Cliff, really appreciate that. First time I went back to that bridge after 2 years off, I pulled out the egg grenade. So, yeah, but they didn't recognise him, or they didn't say anything anyway. What gone tonight? That's not well. What would you recommend for the next magnet? I've never used any of the Magnet Store range, so I can't really comment. I'll only give you an honest opinion of what I've used. Now, the Beast Extreme, it's heavy, it's big, but God, it sinks. It is so heavy, it sinks in the ground so well. But personally, Evolution is absolutely unbelievable. That thing is like a plough. Use that in comparison. We used it with the Beast and we used Evolution. My friend, he did one area with the Beast. I went in with the Evolution and I pulled stuff up for the next hour. and because it churns at the bottom so much, he went back after me, and some of the heavier stuff he pulled up. So between the two magnets, really good, to be honest with you. But so I think there's going to be a lot more of that now, rather than just sticking with one. I would say we're going to be switching from one magnet to another in the same area, because the difference it makes is unbelievable. Have I kept anything cool? Yeah, I've got quite a few unusual things. I've still got them parking meters I've got to get into, because I want to see how much money's in them. Still got them, so I've got them. I've got my cannonball. My cannonball, really love the cannonball. I'll have to try and find it. He's on one of the videos a long time ago, but I'll try and find that for one of the lives, and I'll show you the cannonball I got. I had a friend found 3 grenades metal detecting, and I said, tell the police what happens if one goes off. He said, I'll tell them I've only found 2. Brilliant. Oh dear. Is it illegal to magnifish? No, it's not illegal. I mean, there's a bylaw saying you can't take things out of the water. It's an old one that's been around for years, but nobody really takes any notice of it. I don't know of anybody that's been fined for it. I think it's 25 quid. So, you know, if they come to me and say we're going to fine you with it, then just fine me. It's £25, isn't it? But I'll try and get through some of these comments. So, everyone, I'll have to scan through them because I'm so far behind on the comments already. So, hi Cliff, how are you doing? Have they ever given you trouble for finding them? Only local to me. Yeah, so I had them come round to visit me to tell me that I need to stop doing it. And I said, on what law? They said, we don't know yet, but we'll find one. And that's the only time. That's why I moved out of Northamptonshire. But now, because of the lockdown and the restrictions, I'm doing Northamptonshire again. But not bumped into any of the ones that was telling me off. So yeah, they actually came around my house and gave me a special visit to tell me I can't be doing it. But yes. So let's have a look. Knuckle dust. Never had a knuckle duster. All the things I've had, there's one thing I've never had. So, yeah, I guessed it'd be knuckle duster. I've never had one of them. That's one thing I've not had. So, let's have a look. Everybody's catching up one another. Who haven't I said hello to? Magda Tears, Joseph, a few here that I don't recognise. Screwed for Valentine's Day. Don't know what to do. Look in the mirror. Take and treat yourself. But yes, a lot of grenades now. I think the gun total was at 34 and the grenades are at 12. Small missiles too. So yeah, lots of naughty things that I don't really want, but unfortunately they just keep going. Hi Ed, how you doing? I hope you're feeling a lot better now. So, right, shall we bring our guests on? Now, it's supposed to be 2, but I think it's only 1 now. But we'll bring them on anyway. And you can have a chat and meet somebody new. So, bear with me.
So bear with me.
Turn your volume down. And here we have, who have we got here then? Say hello to half of Chick Magnets. Hello, Natalie.
Hi, Nigel.
How are you doing?
All right.
So half of the clan. There was going to be both of you, but just you tonight then.
Yeah, she's got some family problems, so she gets started looking at that.
That's it, family first. But say hello to everyone then. Who recognises this person here? There we go. Just got to wait for the catch up now. As I said, there is a bit of delay. Representing Yorkshire, Rusty Nuts says.
Yeah, I'm representing Yorkshire. Hey, Rusty.
Let's have a look. I will say, have you got the comments?
Yeah, I've got them on the computer. So if you kind of back and forward and backwards.
So everyone, this is Natalie. She's part of Chick Magnets, and you've probably seen them on Facebook. Are you on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well, yeah, but we don't really do that much at the minute. I've got my camera for Christmas, which I myself, yeah.
No, you two just seem to go out and have fun, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, we like having a giggle. Ashley's got like a little chick hat that she wears. She's the one who creates all that. Like on our YouTube channel, it's not really anything of it actually magnet fishing. It's more of messing around.
Yeah, so I seem to remember you getting into a bit of a problem in a field.
Yeah. So that was with one of my friends, and we were going to go down towards the river, but we didn't realise there was no way down to the river, so we got lost in a field of nettles and thistles, and yeah, fun times.
Yeah. I seem to remember you had a few choice words, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm not child friendly.
But somebody was having a good giggle about it, weren't they?
Yeah, well, my friend decided to go for a pee in the field, and I turned the camera on and didn't realise. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
And there we go. That's what it's all about, having a bit of fun. So, got quite a few regulars on here. Anyone that I've missed, good evening. Thank you for joining us. It's Natalie, half of Chick Magnets, and we thought we'd get her on and get somebody from Yorkshire on. So, what got you into it? Come on then. What got you started on magnet fishing?
Believe it or not, it was your videos, not the magnets.
I'm sorry. What, it just sort of popped up then on YouTube? Was it on a...
Well, someone told me about it, so I went on YouTube to go find it, and it popped up, so I was just watching your videos, like religiously. You, I've heard seen it for ages on your videos either. Shirley.
Yep.
You should be done, and it'll be you free, and every single day they'd come on and I'd be watching it. Lots on live as well, so you're watching them all the time. So,
oh, crazy. I know a lot of people have said that. It's quite worrying. What have I done to people? You know, but we're just out having fun, and that's what it's all about. And it's amazing the first time you try how much fun it is. You know, I think a lot of people don't actually realise, they will say, why would you want to do that? It's after you've had your first go that you want automatically, it's the second go, and you only find that one thing, a rusty old nail, a bottle top, but you want better, don't you? And it's so addictive, it's unbelievable. And it's quite worrying, really, because we all go home stinking like a canal, soaking wet, you know, covered in rubbish and just about every disease you can get. But it's brilliant.
yeah,
You know,
it is.
and it is good, just like I say, to get out there, just to clear your head. Because once you get in that zone, then that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm missing it. I've not been out for ages now. Like, I think it's been a couple of months since I was out.
It's not changed. They're just stocking it up for you.
That's alright, then I've got to get on with it. Work and family come first, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, it does. So best find. What's your best find?
Best find, it's got to be the safe. Me and Ashley found, we did find one, oh no, yeah, it was a safe, it was in Shipley we found it, and we got really, really muddy. We didn't have any gloves on us that day, and my hands, face, I did like little stripes on my face. It was good. We're not scared of it mud, basically, we just like get in there and grab it.
No, there's getting a few more ladies into the hobby now, to be honest with you. It's very male dominated, like most things, that, because a lot of ladies don't like getting dirty, but we've got quite a few on here tonight. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we've got Dudley Dippers on here. We've got Donna Collins. I mean, she's old school. She's been doing it longer than any of us, you know. So, Little Miss Magnet, she's here as well. And I'm sure there's others, and I do apologise if I've missed you. I'm not singling people out. It's just one's... Oh, Annie. Oh, yeah, nearly forgot. Annie B. Yeah, she's on here as well. You know.
Rusty,
What, you saying he's one of the ladies? He moans like one of the ladies, but...
He's one of the girls, isn't it?
That's it, yes, I know. When I said about getting someone on, he put your name forward, so here you are. You can blame Steve for it.
Thanks, Rusty.
Oh. Let's have a look then. So, come on then. Let's have some comments, some questions then. Let's go through. Let's see what we've got. Do you ever get given anything back from other police? I've never had anything given back. The only thing they give me is grief. You know, so a few people saying hello to you. You've got Dudley Dippers. Zach's got your videos I watched a while ago. That's what got me into magnet fishing. Look, there's another one.
Thank you.
Read your comments.
Chick Magnets now got 77 subs, so just click on and give them all a click. Cheers, Paul.
There we go. So yeah, Chick Magnets, if you haven't subscribed, head over to YouTube and give them a cheeky thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. They've also got a group on Facebook. So if you want some Powerpuff Girls, then you head over there. Are you going to be joining in that competition? What's going on?
I don't even know what competition there is. I'm not really being paid.
There's a little thing, and it's meant to be ladies versus gentlemen, and we're all calling them the Powerpuff Girls. So whether you and Ashley want to get involved in that, men versus women.
Yeah, I'm in.
I thought you would. But yes, once these lockdown restrictions are eased, that will be happening. There's quite a few. Yeah, apparently we're going to get slaughtered, so we'll see.
I reckon you get slaughtered. We're pretty tough. We are like.
Is that what it is?
We are, right?
You're the Northerners.
No, tough as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit cold, but we'll just we'll plug on a t-shirt. We're all right.
Right. Okay. So it's us Southern Nancy's. We're not strong enough. Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yeah, exactly what it is.
Okay, so I want to start magnet fishing, Nigel, but there's no rivers or any good ponds near me. Unfortunately, travel is part of it. If you've got nothing around you, but always say if there's a pond in the park, go and dip it. Anywhere where there's water, have a dip, because some of the ponds I've done have been absolutely amazing, much better than the rivers. You know, ponds, yeah, anything like that. People keep saying about wells and that, but I don't think I'm brave enough, because I'll find a metal bottom one, I'll be chucking my magnet down there and never seeing it again. But it'd be interesting. I'd like to do something like that, but I'd probably get called, no my luck, I'd do a wishing well and get accused of robbing it. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Dan, how are you? The Powerpuff Girls. See, look, Steve's up for it. Yeah, but Steve, apparently you're one of the women. We're going to put you on the other side.
Yeah, come on, Steve. Hello, Dan. Section. It seems a bit weird actually being here and not Dan, because it's normally Dan on the other side of it as well, isn't it?
Danny's back next week. Dan's had a bit of a break, but he's coming back next week, so hopefully he's had a haircut. I very much doubt it, but hopefully he's had a haircut. So just been bringing different people on. Did you watch last week? We had who did we have last? We had the Staff Waters Raiders, and the week before we had Mr. Houlihan. I could have just turned my camera off and let him get on with it, because once Paul gets going, he can run the show. So, the comments are flying by. Let's have a look.
Well, normally it'd be Ashley doing all talking for me, because I'm the one who kind of goes, I do all the...
She does seem like she likes a bit of talking. I see you collect the pop heads then.
The pop heads, I collect most things. Oh, the pop head vinyls. Yeah.
Look at all those.
If I turn you around, see if I can do it. I don't even know how to do on this. I collect Star Wars as well.
You do like your collections, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. You see, people get to know you and all sorts of things. You never got a set of Northants ones, though, did you?
No, I didn't get the auction went a bit too much more than what I could afford.
I know, they went really well, you know, but yeah, I don't think we're doing them again, especially with me with pink hair. Believe me, I'm getting close to 30,000 now. I'm not going pink. Hair staying the same colour. It can have its natural silver look, but it ain't going pink.
Oh, but that was comical though when you went pink. That was great.
That was shocking pink. And then when I tried that colour remover, it's meant to remove the colour. I thought it'd go back to blonde. I can sort of live with that. Oh no, it went green. So I put colour over the top of it, and it went ginger. And I thought, for years I've been winding Brett up, and now I look like him.
Not beat this like, is it?
So yeah, it took a long time to get that back. So no, we would definitely not be doing that again. The blue weren't so bad because that was subtle, but the pink. But if you're going to do it, you might as well do it loud, don't you? Make a statement. So
do I think like half and half on both sides? It's what you should have done.
I have to work in garage environments, and believe me, the amount of ribbon I would have got, that was bad enough with pink hair. You know, I was wearing a hat all week trying to cover it, but it just wasn't working. Because I thought, I'll leave it for the week, just, you know, for a laugh, and yeah, I wish I hadn't done. Terrible, terrible. Right, let's have a look then. What am I going to do for 30k? 30k, I've got a few ideas, but we shall see. Not in any hurry to disclose that yet, but I'm sure something's going to happen. But no pink hair, Dan. Don't even think about coloured hair. Let's have a look. What have we got then?
Very can. Here's one of the questions, Donna.
Sorry?
What can we do with 30k? Is what Donna's asking.
What am I going to do? Yeah, I'm not letting on with that one yet. We'll wait and see. Something will happen, but it can wait for the moment. That's between me and me. You'll get some.
I'm still waiting for another
Oh,
as well.
Dan's offering to
There's
get some
something-
sorted for you to add to your collection. Northants heads.
Yes, that'll be awesome.
Dan, your
I'll
brother's
make
going to kill you because he said no more.
It's not a collection. I think it's worthwhile, though. I reckon.
Well, well, that's it, yeah. But I mean, that Star Wars stuff's getting really collectible now, isn't it?
Well, I'll turn you down here. I've got a Millennium Falcon, an AT-AT, and a tiny Millennium Falcon Snowspeeder, and the rest on top. I'm a river Star Wars stuff.
You are a proper hoarder. You are a
I'm a
collector. Have you been?
Well, I'm into collectibles. I think that's better.
Did you ever go to any of the conventions?
Do you mean what are they called? I can't think. Where they dress up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to one just before lockdown. There was one in Bradford Uni, so I wore my Adventure Time hoodie.
Right.
And who else were there? My little girl. I don't think she got dressed up that day actually.
Did
But
you?
there was a guy dressed up as a predator, an alien. So I practically dry hunt them so I could get a cuddle of them because I love the alien predator.
It's amazing how many people are into that sort of thing. Like they still do these Star Trek conventions, and it's so popular, isn't it? I mean, it's crazy. Have you Star Trek? Is that your thing, or you?
Yeah, I like Star Trek. I'm more of a Star Wars fan, but I still like Star Trek as well, especially the new series as well.
Yeah, the Star Wars. Star Wars to me. There's only 3, and that's the original ones. You know, it all started from there because they're sort of cheesy the way they've done it. I mean, in their day they were made really well, but you look back at them now and you think weren't very good. But I think that's what the nice thing about it. Now they're just too good, aren't they? That's the thing.
I don't know. I like all of them. I love them all individually. It's like the original ones. I love it because it's showing where it's come from, in stage by stage, and like puppet work and the acting and stuff. It's just, I think it's come a lot really long.
It's a bit weird, isn't it, to do the later ones first? You know, the whole concept, because I think everyone probably wondered when that went up there, why was it episode 4? Everybody probably always wondered why. Where's the other 3 episodes? You know, and I remember watching it a long time ago. That's about as much as I'm going to say, and I do remember it, and I used to love that film. Absolutely brilliant. But I think episode 4. Was it episode 4? And there we go. Because somebody planned in 25 years or 30 years afterwards, they're going to bring out another one. So there we go. Should I go blue hair for 1K subs? Yeah, you should do. Very fine. You know, blue logo, blue hair.
Yeah, do it blue hair. Do I watch Mandalorian? Yes, and I've watched it all. It's fantastic.
Evening, Keith. Hope you're feeling better after your little bump on the head. Paul, not confident yet for a live. God blimey. Yeah, you are. You're confident enough. You've got the gift of the gab. Let's put it that way. So.
Remember my name, Nigel, speaking Star Trek. Very fun. Remember my name, Nigel, speaking about Star Trek reminded me.
Oh dear. Right. Do you reckon one day the plod will arrest you for some nonsense like public menace or any other? I won't say that word. Really, should be thankful for what you do. You never know. One day I may get arrested, but it won't be because I'm doing anything wrong. It's because I've done something right. That'll be the problem, you know. Because I'm going to be doing something right and calling it in. Yes, probably it has happened before to somebody else. So you know, it does happen. You do the right thing, and you can't do right for doing wrong, or some. I think that's how the saying goes.
Yeah, can't do right for doing wrong.
That's the one. Yep. So Annie B collects elephants and beanie babies. I'm going to say, you know, you got a big shed.
I collect little 80s toys as well, like Pop Hills.
What about the Cabbage Patch Kids?
I've got 2 in the bedroom. One's for there's a little girl, little Polly, and I've not had a chance to actually send it out to her. We did a lot of money raising. Well, you guys did a lot of money raising for her last year. I can't remember her name. Little girl, one of the Magneteers daughters.
Oh yes.
Last year.
Yes.
I've got one of the Cabbage Patch dolls for her to post off, but it's one of the originals, 1970s one.
Blimey. fetch good money these things
Just like
now. It's amazing how collectible things have become up from like 70s and 80s.
I just like that 80s era for toys. They're just well made.
Have you got a DeLorean?
Have I got what? Sorry.
A DeLorean. If you like 80s.
No, I'm Back to the Future.
Yeah, you've not got a DeLorean.
No, but you can get the Lego ones, and you can get the dog, and you can get the doctor, and Annie Edwards. So. I really want to get the picture of his mum and dad and put in a frame and say one day, promote yourself, and I go, that.
Lego's expensive now, though. I remember I used to just get a bucket of Lego and you use your imagination. Now you get an instruction booklet with like 150 pages, and it's £500 some of it, isn't it? For Lego.
Yeah, he's not.
Blimey, I wouldn't want to pay that for a car.
My cousin's had a visit doing where Lego as it goes. He's I think it's called Sticky It, I think it's called.
Right. And
he started doing Lego so you can build all the things up and buy the buildings up of them. I prefer the old way of digging in and building up yourself.
That's it, yeah. Use your imagination. I mean, I know my kids over the years, they've had some of this expensive Lego, and they put it all together, and then it just gets broken up and bits go missing, and you think, that was pointless. But you chuck it all in a box. But there's so much choice of it now, because in the Lego stores you can buy brick by brick, can't you? And there's so many colours of it now. But there we go. All part of growing up, I suppose, isn't it? Right, let's go back to a few of these comments then. Imperial Walker, loads of Star Wars. Yeah, kids are good at trashing toys. You think they're going to be worth lots of money, and then you let kids get them. Like the Harry Potter Lego, nobody would have thought how expensive that was going to go for when it first came out. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but now it's hundreds, isn't it? If you've got a new set of it not open. I mean, we've still got a load of unopened SpongeBob Lego.
Oh, fantastic!
And that's really going up in value. That is, SpongeBob Lego. And you think, really? So you never know.
Well, you're making plenty of that, unfortunately. I don't know, I would have gone for the Star Wars, but I want the, sorry, not SpongeBob, I would have gone for the Star Wars one, but they cost a small fortune, they do.
I know, and the boxes are huge. I remember seeing them in the shop, the boxes of them absolutely massive, and I think, that's not even assembled. How big is the thing that you're going to make?
If it had been Millennium Falcon, there's not a way that anyone would be touching it. It'd be going in a shelf on top of my cupboard in the kitchen. No one's ever going to see the light of day, because if it got broken, right.
Now, once they're open, it's going to devalue. So here's the card. I like this one. My wife collects money, especially mine. You see, look, everybody likes collecting something.
Yeah, I like collecting. Go back to mine.
Question for you: do you watch the Mandalorian?
Yes, I do.
There we go, Donna. She does.
I've actually forgotten his name because I haven't watched it for a while. The actual Baby Yoda's name, Grogu. I absolutely love Grogu. But I also like the Mandalorian as well. I'm waiting for the new series coming out, which is it's not a spin-off, but it's about the original Boba Fett, and it's about him on the next series. So I'm really looking forward to that.
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about, but yeah, you do. Oh.
Yeah, Star Wars. It's anything Star Wars and all over. It's my favourite.
Remember my missus name, Nigel, speaking about Star Trek reminded me. Oh, Connor, you're going to be in so much trouble for that one. Oh dear.
Yes, back my head on the steps outside my home on ice. Rusty cosplays as a woman, doesn't he? Very fine.
I've got a Yoda head as a mug in it. It's in its box. There we go. You see, look, all this talk about magnet fishing, and now it's turned to Star Wars.
It's because you got me on, that's why.
That's it, yeah. Blue waffles. I don't think she's going to collect them. That's Steve. He collects those. he's got a special pot for them as well.
I felt sorry for Rusty not so long ago because he went magnet fishing and his magnet got stuck in a boat, didn't it?
Oh, both two magnets. That was the magnet, yeah. Because what he had was his beast on one end and he had gravity on the other. Because the gravity is the one I gave away at my collab. Somebody won it there. He sold it to someone else. Then he sold it to Steve, and it's still never been in the water. So Steve wanted me to be the first person to use the first ever one. And he left his magnet in the water, the boat went by and just went off with a rope and both magnets.
Oh, I'd have cried.
So that was
I would
like,
have really cried.
yeah, that was a serious amount of money went floating off down the water. And the bloke wouldn't stop, just kept going.
Anyway,
You know, there's like £300 or £400 worth of magnets just floating off down the water. Well, stuck to the bottom of his boat, I think. But yeah, not a good day. So it never did get christened. Hopefully, it got tangled in his prop or something, and he got stuck. You know, but yeah, or he got stuck trying to go through a lock when he couldn't work out why he couldn't get off it because one magnet's on his boat, it's on the metal sides. That'd be brilliant. That would.
oh, I
Right.
need to invent something that stops magnets going on sides. That drives me bonkers, that does.
Yeah.
When you bring your swings in, you get, especially with my newest one, it clamps on and I can't get it off. I love them on it. Ashley's the one who does that. She looks really slim, but she's got some muscle behind her. She can get that magnet off.
She looks about 15 as well.
She does look young, but she's nearly 30. She's just turned 29.
Oh, she's getting old now then. Oh well, nothing
That's
wrong
right.
with having youthful looks, I suppose. I messed up seriously there, but so Phil's put a comment up here for you. Have you come to Marlow? We have a massive Star Wars film set next to one of our gravel pits.
Oh, well, send me a link. I'm there.
So Phil, head over to Facebook, head on to Chick Magnets, and have a chat with Natalie. I think you're going to be a new best friend.
Anything Star Wars, always.
Right, good evening. Anyone else that's joined us? If I've missed you, I do apologise. Thank you for joining. This is Natalie. This is half of Chick Magnets. You'll find her on YouTube and on Facebook, so you fancy having a look. She's a little bit crazy, but she's from Yorkshire. But, you know, I'll blame Steve if anything. But no, she goes out and they do have fun. Don't do so much on YouTube, do you? But you do lots of little videos on Facebook. And, yeah, you've had a few crazy moments. How long have you been doing it for now?
Pardon?
How long have you been fishing for?
Not actually that long, maybe about a year and a half.
Right,
Because
okay.
I watched you guys for ages before I actually went out and did it. I was like, I did, and the first time I went out magnet fishing, I didn't glue my magnet. So I'm like, yay! And I was like, so I'd made a rookie mistake of not lock tying my magnet, it just went off. And I think I was out for an hour, so I went home and I was like, where's your magnet? Went, I lost it. Got the rope in the hand, I'm so mad with myself.
You don't do reverse magnet fishing?
Reverse magnet
Yeah.
fishing.
If you ever lose your magnet, get a piece of metal and tie it to your rope and keep throwing the metal until you find your magnet.
See, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, reverse magnet fishing. So there's a little tip for anyone. If you throw your magnet in and the rope breaks, or you, as Natalie did, don't glue it, or tighten it up properly, get a lump of metal, short bit of scaffolding or something like that, even a scaffold clamp, tie that to your rope, keep throwing it in, and you should get your magnet back.
Should.
Should,
I'm still
yeah.
looking for it.
I've actually found loads of people's magnets now. And
Yeah.
I had one, it was quite funny because you could see it literally was brand new, it wasn't even scratched, with the rope on it. So somebody obviously didn't hold onto the rope and they just threw the whole thing in. Yeah, not even a scratch on it. That was a good find, that was. So that must have been really disappointing for your first throw to lose the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, but it happens, you know, we've all made some mistakes. At the moment, I haven't actually thrown mine in. My son did off a bridge, and that was quite a way out. But fortunately, the rope he was using floated. So it did take a lot of messing around, but we did get it back in the end. I remember when Dan threw his magnet in, the rope was quite tangled up and it was still hanging out of his rucksack. And as it went, you saw him dive to the floor to get his rucksack. Good catch, though, Dan, I must admit, but it was a bit of a shock. Watching it on video is brilliant, because he's that panic look as he's diving to the floor to save his bag going in as well. But that's what makes it all worthwhile. Bit of fun, things going wrong, you know. So
I've done it all the times, especially when I threw a magnet in, but I didn't step on the rope as it went in. Normally I'd go to tie around my hand, but I threw it in. And I thought, step on it, I was just floating. I was like, oh my god. So I'm like laid on my stomach, trying to get it back in.
it's that look when you see it happening and everything goes into slow motion and you should move, but you don't. I remember years ago I was dropped my car keys and I was standing on a drain. And rather than move my feet, I just watched them fall through the hole. And I was like, what do you do that for? You know, because at the time, it's just you go into this panic pause and nothing, your body doesn't function because you know what's coming. But yeah, we've all done some crazy things like that. What magnet do you need for an elephant? Quite a big one, I think.
Actually, sorry, Bob. Yes. Rusty's put about Ashley's sock. I was doing a live video, so SoundCloud, and she was just doing a little patch. I made a right mess like there, I did. Anyway, she took over the spot of her going the beast, and she stood at the side, but as I pulled up all the mermaid wig up, she slipped through and she just got one foot stuck in the water. She had this one foot, she was just, oh, it was hilarious. Soggy leg all the way up to the bottom when I was supposed to be helping, and she's like, not help, and I was just out creasing on cloud. I couldn't breathe, I was laughing that hard. So.
Oh dear. Yeah, but that's what makes it fun. Because if you're nicey, you can't have a good laugh. Because if you're laughing, although you're not helping, they will laugh in the end. It always happens like that, And I think that's what breaks a day up, basically having fun with each other, taking the mick out of each other. I think it just makes it short a day, and I don't like serious. Too many clinical people in this game. I just like to go out and have fun. If I find nothing, I find nothing. Fortunately, it doesn't happen very often, apart from the one time Dan took us in the middle of nowhere for 10 hours on the hottest day of the year, and we couldn't even fill a bucket. And I got 10 hours on this stretch of water in the middle of nowhere. Well, not in the middle of nowhere, quite far out. You think this is going to be good. I'd got me trolley. I think you've got one of them trolleys as well with the 4 wheels on. We walked about a mile down the canal. I got 2 punches in it on one side. It was the hottest day. It was the hottest day of the year. Between us, we had to sort of carry the trolley, and we'd got it well loaded up. I fell down a hole. I'm walking along, and I just disappeared down a hole. And the only thing we got from that day, I got a wet foot and a suntan. And magnetic Matt, Brett was there, and his wife Hannah, she's on here. She was laying down just sunbathing all day, and we couldn't even fill a bucket. And Brett says, that cost me 50 quid for a taxi to get there and back for nothing. But
no, but not really nothing though, is it? Because I mean, you've all left with something like, I'll have at the giggle, aren't you? So it's like I don't find much, but I'm not fussed about it. It's more fresh air. Clear your head.
Well, that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's having fun. If you get stuff, it's a bonus. I think I'm fortunate. I do move around a lot. I spend a lot of time looking at things, lots of pictures on Google Earth. Sometimes I'll even zoom in so far and look at the water. You get a nice clear day, you can see how dirty the water is. But, you've got to move, and I drive all over the country doing it, and it is getting harder now, because more people are doing it. The more people are doing it, the cleaner the water's getting. So at the end of the day, we're all going to find it harder, but for the right reasons. The water, all the rubbish is coming out, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And then, it's just going to be then, it's the bigger, the better, the stronger the magnets, the deeper they sink, the more they pull, and that's what it all boils down to. But saying that, you can get some amazing finds on a small magnet. Sometimes better than the big ones. I think. I took
her magnet fishing, and she was pulling up her cameras from 1980s and stuff. I didn't find anything that day, and she pulled everything up. Like, really? And she saw.
It's mad, isn't it? It's like I've been in an area with the beast and fished it to death, and then I've gone along with evolution, find loads of stuff. But before I've done that before, fished an area, then someone comes on a little magnet and first click, thank you. You're like, what? It doesn't make sense, but some of the smaller magnets are sometimes better, because the big ones, they like the bigger metal better than the smaller metal. So, all good fun though. Steve wants to know, what cosplays do you do?
I don't do the full makeup cosplays, but I do have a few costumes. So I've got Deadpool, Venom, got Red Riding Hood. I was going to order one for Christmas for this other lockdown. I was going to get myself and my daughter a dinosaur costume, blow up ones, and go shopping like I did the first lockdown. I dressed up as Deadpool and went shopping. It was fun. Stood in the queue, head popping away to me, singing out loud. I was like,
So basically, you're this mad all the time then? It's not just for your fishing, you just like to have fun, enjoy life. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to make the most of it, haven't you? And if you can put a smile on someone's face, I think it's all worth it, isn't it, at the end of the day? Sometimes that's the way you've got to do it. It's not about you. As long as you put a smile on someone else's face. Me and my son quite often do that when we're driving along in the van. We'll just wave at people. Now, we do get a lot of blank looks, but it does make some people really happy. But it's the best ones are when you go by them and they're looking around thinking, who's that? And you think, all day now, that's going to be going through their head. Who was it in that van? So we're probably actually confusing people just as much as we're making them smile.
Me and my daughter have started doing, because they're doing roadworks next to where we are, we've got cars that are piled, parked up for ages in traffic.
Yeah.
So, and if everyone's got the music on and they've got the windows up, and me and my daughter will dance like this next to cars. And we'll get people dancing in the cars whilst we're walking down. We'll do a little boogie and we're like, yeah. But it's not a giggle, it's like, I just think life's too short. Especially like recently with what's going on. I've lost a few friends, and I know a lot of people are losing friends as well. And I think in how bad it is now, bad people's depression is, I think it's nice to just make a smile.
Yeah.
Make people smile. It takes 2 seconds just to say, "Oh, you look good today," or
Well, that's
what I
it.
feel.
Manners don't cost anything, and that does mean a lot to some people. Just a simple, hello. And I think if they need a lot more of it. Too much bickering in the world at the moment, and with things going on, everybody just wants to have a laugh, have a bit of fun. It's not easy, and like you say, a lot of people have lost others. And if you can just put that smile back on the face, even if it's only for 30 seconds, you've done what you needed to do, haven't you? And I think that makes all the difference, to be honest with you. So, right, let's have a look at some of these. Apparently, they're all crazy in Bradford. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. I'm actually from Leeds. I'm Leeds born and bred, logging out, Thickenhead. I live in Bradford. But I'm actually from Leeds, mate.
Peaky Dippers is in the house. Good evening, Glenn. Hope you're doing a lot better.
Yeah, for your kids. Is that Johnson's I see there as well?
Yeah, Johnson's here as well. I said hello to them ages ago. Let's have a look. So, yeah, we've got quite a few on here now.
Maybe like a lady.
Glenn's took centre stage. They want to know how he is, but...
Yeah, he's watched down on getting there, slowly on walking. Is he alright now? Are you alright now, Glenn?
He's doing better, but yes, Berry finds. I know, I fell in the hole in Northampton as well. I always find the hole in the grass, I do. It all looks nice and flat until I step on it. But yeah, he was there, he watched me. And it's always full of water when I do it.
What happens when you go near watery places? It's full of water.
No, but even this on the towpath, there's a hole there. There's always a hole and I'll find it. And it's always got water in it. Why can't it just be a dry hole? No, I have to have one soaking wet foot for the day.
I'm still trying you on that one.
Oh dear. Banter is king, I quite agree. Let's have a look. Oh, well, it's official.
I've still got my souvenir from last time as well, from the collab. Still got that.
Oh yes, you got yourself a t-shirt, didn't you?
I did.
There we go. See, I got one of them as well. I kept one.
Well,
I paid for them.
Twice, you remember? So when we did the raffle, you called me and I was like, "You what?" Because I wasn't paying attention then. And I was like, "Oh, we have one again." And I was like, "Oh no, you haven't won really now. We'll just send you a t-shirt."
Right, Steve's got something for you here. Nigel cannot describe Ashley's Remembugs or something. Remembugs page to promote it. It's worth a shout out. There we go then. So I'll let you explain.
Okay, so her page is called Tribe Rocks. Basically what she does is she gets stones and she paints them like little ladybirds, and she writes a poem and then she laminates it. Does it all completely free. So when you go down the canal, you need to look out for these little ladybirds. You pick them up. If you don't want to take it home, you just take a picture and post it onto the group. If not, you take the pebble with you and the poem, and you take on little adventures. Like I've got one for my little boy. My little boy would have been 7 in February would have been. So someone's got a stone for my son. And basically before in the group they'd send pictures. So last time they posted, he was in like a little trolley with a little bit of tissue over him.
Right.
Saying tonight for Christmas. It's really nice. I've got 2. Give me a sec. I'll show you. So this one is Audrey Wood.
Right.
And this one is Daniel Aaron. So these are someone's relatives that passed away. And they basically go on little adventures. And then when you're ready to send them back out again, you put the poem with it and send them back out. Right. But these guys moved with me. They've been to Tucumã Dub Effects in 2020 in Manchester. These have been on little adventures with me.
All right, that's a nice thought. That's something different, isn't it? And it's nice if all different people get involved in it. Been
put it on the news as well. I think it was last year. She was on the news for it, saying thank you for what she does, and she does it all completely free, which I think is really good, really thoughtful.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Then. Well, what you should do is get to put something on your page again. So, because obviously people from here will be going over there, and get to put something on there. Let people have a proper read of it, because it's quite a fascinating thing. It's quite a novel thing. Not something I've ever heard of before. And
No,
it's something like you say. It's all done free of charge, and it's something with a purpose. So I mean, yeah,
yeah.
that's nice.
She worked in a local shop near me, B&M's, and that's actually how I met her for the first time. I mean, I've spoken to her in groups, but I didn't realise who she was. And that's when she gave me the first pebble, was in B&M's, and she goes, do me a favour, take a picture and post it around. I was like, okay. And anyway, they call my little buddies now, they just do get in with me and whatever. I think it's really nice. She was putting them outside and she would try to stop them from blowing over. But that's how Ashley got into magnet fishing.
Right.
Was doing fibre rocks. So she didn't want to see them not go, so she threw a magnet in and watched them go, people picking them up, and that's what she likes to do.
Right, okay.
Stand there and go while she does a bit of magnet fishing.
Fair enough. Apparently there's something similar in Walsall called Smile Stones.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, Smilestones, yeah, I see that now. Nigel Perry.
Yep. Well,
Watch out for Canal Pusher in Manchester.
I must admit, when I've done Manchester a couple of times, we went to one place and with the Manchester Magnet Man, he called it Zombie Island. He said, you want to come down and fish at Zombie Island? I thought, yeah, I'll have a bit of that. And he said, that'll start coming out, and I must admit, you don't turn your back on. But it's because basically what they do is all the druggies, they sort of come along and they literally just pull the trousers down, crap against the wall and walk off.
Oh, lovely.
I know, it's a lovely area it was.
There was one of your videos I watched, and there was, oh God, I think it was like 2 trolleys worth of scrap you managed to get. And someone on the video, you can see him pushing it all back into the canal.
Wolverhampton. Yes, that was in Wolverhampton. I know. There's some crazy people out there, you're trying to do right, and then someone comes along and pushes it all back in again. The trouble is, it all stayed in the trolley. It's all right getting it all up bit by bit, but you can't get it up in the trolley. The trolley sort of went over, and we'd actually put it through. We just couldn't get it out of the water again. So, unfortunately, that ended up staying in there because we couldn't lift it. It was proper full, and that was a lot of train finds as well. So there's a lot of heavy stuff in there. So, but it shows the mentality of people, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, unfortunately. Yeah. See, we do get quite a lot of people talking to us. I mean, I've never had anyone try to push us in or anything, but I think they'd learn very quickly not to do that anyway. Pretty sure they'd be wrapped around their head if they came too close to me or Ashley, because I'm like the mother hen. Like,
Mumsy.
No,
yeah.
Yeah.
And don't mess with a northern bird with a magnet in her hand, yeah?
Absolutely not. Don't mess with them.
Yeah.
Actually, to take you back, there was one time where a guy, he was talking to me, and he was asking me loads of peers, and he was like, oh, I work. I was like, all right, what do you do? He goes, I'm an escort. I was like, all right, congratulations, you must be doing well then. He goes, you do well. I was like, all right, go away now. See ya. Soon disappeared after that.
We have chick magnets on here as well now. Natalie, what about the crazy lady screaming on the phone, serving us?
So that's Ashley, who's now coming chick magnets, guys. We was magnet fishing up in Shipley, I think it was one day, and this woman, she was walking up and down in circles, just talking so loudly and shouting at whoever it was on the end of this phone, no, you listen to me, you listen. And it was just saying the same thing over and over, and like, mate, can you please just go a little bit further up so we can carry on magnet fishing in peace? Thank you. But she didn't, she just stood there for about half an hour, just walked, well, not stood there, she wandered around in circles for an hour. I was like, please go away, you're doing me in.
Should have pushed her in and then tried to get a phone out for her.
No, I don't want to get in trouble for that. I wouldn't even recommend anyone getting in a war at all when you're pushing anyone in. Scares me, that does get in the war. There was 2 men, last time me and my daughter went out, I dressed up as Stitch and she dressed up as a unicorn, and I was on the live video, and these 2 men come, oh, we go swimming naked in the canal. I was like, you're braver than me, mate. Imagine 2 elderly men going swimming naked in the canal. I'm just like, luckily I don't want listening. I was like, please.
No, I had the Pike Man in London. That was bad enough. When he just stripped off down to his boxer shorts and jumped in, and he was like trying to get out, and Shirley looked at him. He went, "Are you all right, mate?" He went, "There's pike in there," he said. I was like, "All right, really?" He goes, "Yeah, there's pike in there." He said, "Yeah, there's also a lot of stuff." He says, you shouldn't go diving in there. He goes, there's them pike in there. I remember. But yeah, it's just when he stood there, he sort of put his stuff down and started stripping off next to us. Like, what's he doing? Why is he taking his clothes off? I thought, please stop. Oh dear, but you do get some. Yeah, that's it, right. I want to know who was the loudest when you collabed with Bradford Magnet Man. Who's the loudest?
Oh, between me and Ash.
I don't know, it probably means between all of them, because I fish with Nick, and Nick does like to be heard.
Yeah, he does. I think Nick's loudest. I don't know. I mean, Ash, I'd say, I'd probably say Ash is the loudest. I'd say tell her back. I'm the loudest. Ashley's the funniest. She's bonkers. There was a video that she did. We pulled a workout, and she just comes along in this video and she goes, "You see me raking, they hate it." Just goes on. She's so comical.
Oh, go on then. How many times have you heard the question? Have you lost something?
Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah. Yeah, oh, what are you doing? I've never seen this before. Are you trying gold? Gold's not magnetic, unfortunately.
What's this about a kayak?
Oh, right. So there's a guy that rides a kayak and he absolutely hates me because every time he goes past, I go, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Anyway, and we try and catch him when he goes past. We don't actually. So I've been traumatising for about a year, basically. I've been winding him up. And I saw him about a month or so, gone for a walk with the damn canal with my daughter, and I saw him like, "Kayak man, are you a kayak man?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Sorry for being mean to you, we're just winding you up." He goes, "I know, it's alright," and was like, "Alright, see you then." So I've been winding up this man in a kayak for about a year. I'm in pain.
Oh.
It's so fresh now, it does something to me.
Yeah, something people saying about jumping in. Someone just said he had loads of spikes out by a bridge and people jumping off bridges in the water. It's a really bad thing. Not. So much in there that, yeah, it's shocking when you think people are actually swimming in that, and the stuff we're pulling out is dangerous.
There was someone in Leeds who died last year in Kirkstall Bridge. I think he was a teacher. He died last year in Leeds from the canal. So right. I definitely would not tell anyone to jump in that water. No. Or even go swimming in it, or even put a foot in there, no thanks.
A friend of mine, he used to live in West Brom, and he said if you jumped in the canals there, you'd probably bounce off there that thick.
Yeah, more likely.
Yeah. So Ashley says, I'm not that loud, I'm just witty.
Yeah, she's witty. She is weird. Yeah, we haven't seen Nick for ages. Last time I seen Nick was when we came Shipley with us, and he pulled out. Well, I don't know what it was. It looked like he had it on his head. It looked like part of a car or something, like a wheel, maybe broken down.
Right.
It was now, but yeah, we haven't seen him for a while now.
I've got some rusty nuts. It's still Joel's favourite song. Oh.
Yeah. One of our other videos is on YouTube is where we've gone magnet fishing, and she pulled out literally like the whole magnet was covered in rusty nuts. So she started swinging between legs going, "I got some rusty nuts," and we personalised that one to rusty nuts.
I know he got a shout out in my video as well. He's starting to appear now. He beat Brett last time.
Well, me before, didn't it? Right beginning of when I started watching you all the time. You always see me comments going me.
But I must admit,
and I go, oh God, they just called my name out.
Unfortunately, poor Brett. I mean, I've noticed there's lots of people calling him out now. He seems to have gone up north as well when they find a little copper-coloured battery. Sorry, Brett. So you're covering the whole length of Britain at the moment. You know, fame like that, you know, it's free advertising.
Some Stone says I have to jump in and rescue a man who got caught up in the river and kept under. So that's quite brave, I think that is. Which saying it jump in to save, so very brave.
Well, it is, because you just don't know if one's stuck. You just pray to God that it doesn't, but you just don't know what's going to happen to you either, do you? You know, some of the
No,
things that people do, like I've seen people dive in for dogs and things like that, and you know, I think it's one of the things you say, "Oh, I'd never do that." I don't think you ever know until you're in that position. It's when the adrenaline kicks in, isn't it? You know, there's lots of things we all say we wouldn't do, but unfortunately, you know, when you're there, it's a different situation. So,
yeah, I think I would. If someone was in danger, I'd jump in. I wouldn't dive in. Like I'd be keeping my shoes on and
yeah,
try and wade over. You know, but I'd definitely keep my shoes on. I felt burning them.
I wouldn't personally because I can't swim, so it probably wouldn't be much help if I dived in. Not unless someone used me as a ladder.
No, I'm a pretty good swimmer. I did that Total Warrior last year. Oh no, one of 2019 now. But I trained for that quite a lot until I got ready for it. It was 12 kilometre run with 25 obstacles, jumping over fire and diving off the big things into lots of water. And I twisted my knee like halfway through, 6 kilometres in. And I wouldn't give up. They would go, call an ambulance. Like, no, I'm finishing it. And I finished it right to the very end. I just couldn't do the last obstacle.
I think that's adrenaline and proving a point to yourself, isn't it? You know, with things like that. You set your mind you was going to do it, and one way or another you was going to get there, even if you crawled over there on one knee and your hands. You know, I think, you know, and fair play to you. I mean, that's what you need, determination. Yes, we did. We saw Santa drowning. That was in Nottingham.
Santa drowning?
Yeah, Santa came by on a paddle board and fell off. It's on the video, and it's on Steve's as well, I think. Yeah, because he sort of said, "Right, children, this is what happens when you give sherry to Santa." It was a woman. All the others are wearing wetsuits. She said, "I didn't want to wear them because I weren't going in the water," and she's the only one that fell in.
Oh yeah, me and Ashley have been all over that, definitely.
Yeah, we had a good giggle. So we sang. We say the same. Oh no! It looks like he's got to America now. We say the same in the States when we catch a copper top. Oh dear. There we go. Right. Anyone that saves a drowning person deserves a medal. Trust me, I had a very young family member drown. It's very dangerous for people who are young or weak. So yeah. It's true though. If you're willing to put your life on the line to save someone else, then yeah, you do need recognition for it.
I've done it once. I have saved someone from drowning. It was in the swimming pool, 2019 summertime, and I'd gone in the evening time, and this woman who was swimming, she'd been messing around. Well, before she was messing around, and I was kind of sat chilling in the back of the swimming pool, and I realised she was going under the water and she was holding onto the rope, so I swam over to her. Try and keep her up above, and then I'd shout to the lifeguard and say, "Look, this woman's drowning here. Can you give us an hand?" But so I'm shouting them. She's got her head on my head, trying to push herself up, but using me. So I nearly drowned trying to save her. She managed to get out. The lifeguards pulled her in because I kept her afloat, and they used this pole thing and pulled her to the side. But that was quite scary. That was only a swimming pool, and I saved her life that night. That was quite scary.
Good. Right, I'm going to put this comment on screen because it is your co-partner. I can't swim either. That's why Natalie's supposed to help me when I fall in, but she just laughs and records.
Yeah, I do. It's so funny at the time. I just forget that I'm supposed to help her. She shouldn't make it so comical, and I'd help her, you know. Like the soggy sock. Like, that was hilarious. I did. That was so funny. But I couldn't stand up and help her because I was laughing that hard, and if I stood up, I'd have peed myself. So I have to keep sit.
Yeah, I must admit, I'd probably laugh before I lent a hand. I think that's just me, but I think when it's time to help, don't you? If you're only knee deep, you're all right in there. We'll just have a good giggle about it. But I think there is a time to help. I remember the time Dan slipped in. Andy was there, and he literally grabbed him by his shoulders, and just pulled him straight out and dragged him up the bank. But we all had a good giggle about it, But that's what makes it for us. What you do, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Right. Touch wood, I've not got in yet. It's mainly Ashley that goes in.
It's not a little nudge then when you walk past.
Oh, it's tempting, but no, I won't do it.
No,
I get muddy. She gets wet and she falls in. I'm the one who gets proper muddy. Like I come back absolutely caked in it.
well, yeah,
And that's what I like about it.
if you ain't got
muddy.
fishing freckles, you weren't trying hard enough. That's the way I look at it.
Exactly.
So,
Get your little marks where you try to push your hair all the way.
it's worse
So you look like
in the summer when you got shorts on, and then you take your socks off afterwards, and you look at your ankles and think, ugh. Your legs are so black, you don't realise how dirty your legs actually get. And you take your sock off and you go, that's disgusting. Keith
See,
wants
summertime now, even summer, I don't wear shorts because then I forgot what the plants are called. The white ones, I got caught by them last year. It proper blistered my legs up. I can't remember what they're called, the big white plants outside, but they're poisonous.
Oh, right, okay.
The big
Never had
white
that
ones,
problem.
fish night.
They probably don't like the taste of me, so they don't get me. Keith wants to know, did I get me buckets back after the track bangers and the grenade? No, I've donated so many buckets to the EOD now, it's unbelievable. You know, I think I'm going to have to get a fund from them, or say, can you leave me a couple of buckets? But, no problems. Cliff, we'll catch you later on.
Hi, Clint.
They don't half go quick. Right, okay.
Oh, well.
I've got to go. Oh, they're all running off now. What did you say?
Probably because I'm Yorkshire.
Oh, dear. Hello from the Ozark Mountains, wherever that may be. No, you don't. You look as confused as I did, so it makes me feel better now.
I don't know.
Right, okay. World record for pulling out over 3,200 track bangers. Who did? I had 203, not 3,200. Yeah, I think we've all had that moment where we've slipped and nearly gone in, or the rope's wrapped around your ankle and you throw it in and it sort of drags your foot. Yeah, that's quite worrying, that is. You got it round your ankle, you give it the biggest throw you could possibly do, and all of a sudden your leg flies up in the air because it's actually wrapped around your ankle. I've done that a few times. I've done it when it's wrapped around someone else's ankle as well.
Yeah. The first time it nearly took me in. I wasn't expecting it to be as heavy as it was compared to all the other magnets I've had. And then I used a beast. I was like, whoa. I'm like, that was really. I have to use two hands to like get it thrown in. I'm like, that's so heavy. It's fantastic.
You sort of get used to it. I mean, when we're out, when it's a bit warmer, we usually start about 7 in the morning. If I'm going to London, I'm usually there at 7 in the morning, and we'll fish through till up to 6 o'clock at night. And you go with the beast all day. Usually I get to about 2, 3 o'clock, and that's when the lower back starts twitching a bit. You know, this is getting a bit much, but you know, the dogs are going mental. But you just got to push through it and carry on, which is what we do. So yeah, no pain, no gain. You always think, well, there's always tomorrow to recover. That's the way I look at it. You know, but I'm quite enjoying. Bear with me. I'm quite enjoying this local, to be honest with you, because normally with me, it's usually a minimum an hour's drive, up to 3 hours drive before I start. And then you have like 10 hours on the magnet, and then you've got to come all the way back again. That's the biggest thing, you know. So you've got 6 hours travelling, 10 hours fishing. Makes it a long day, to be honest with you. But I always say, if you're going to travel, you've got to have a good day out of it. Wait, quiet! No, I didn't think that would work. It never does. So.
Too well then.
Sorry.
You went through it too well then. It's been quiet for about a second.
Yeah, because somebody's coming down from upstairs and they're always like it.
Give me attention and stroke me. I'm a dog.
Food, that's all they're thinking of, so.
Right.
Oh. Bear with me, I'm going to leave you chatting a minute. I'm just going to see what's wrong with the dogs. Bear with me.
See you later, Annie B. Yeah, Peel Park is one of our favourites, Ash. That's when we found hammered into it. We've been out and we filled it as well. In the day that we, That was a day when we went for even Ashley and I talked about quite to someone else. That was a good day. Matt, I hope it's a good one. Bill, if you put your number onto Chick Magnets, you can do the scrap for us. I don't mind. It'd be quite handy actually. We use scrapping.
Sorry about that.
Well,
It was someone at the door.
I was talking back to Phil, and he'd asked us who picks up our scrap, and he's only in Eden, which isn't far from us, so that's quite handy, guys.
Right, okay. So there we go. It was worth coming on.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Thank
dogs
you,
were
Bill.
loud. Somebody was at the door, but nobody was at the door. Somebody knocked
Thank
and they're
you,
knocking out. Cherry knocking. I think I used to do that as a kid.
Knock it up.
Yeah, knock and run. But kids don't have fun anymore now, do they? You know,
No, I think I'm scared, to be honest.
there's too many cameras to get caught now. You know, we used to have fun like that, but well, just hang on, I've got to get my power lead. My battery's about to die.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you,
Very-
Beth. Little Miss Magnet.
There we go.
How would you?
Very unorganised tonight. So, right, okay then, let's have a look then, see what I've missed. Oh, they're off again. What dogs do I have? I have very noisy dogs. We have 2 Japanese Spitz, 2 Pomeranian, 2 Pomeranian puppies. I might go and steal one, because people want to see the puppies. Let me go and steal one.
Glenn, I hope you get better too, mate. 2 blood clots in your leg. Hopefully they get it sorted for you.
We have this one. Here's one.
Oh, puppy! Oh, you're so puppy I could die.
So there we go. This is the dog with no name. So
Oh, no name.
no, they got no names yet. So
Oh.
there we go. So yeah, at the moment, I'm going to go and shut them out in a minute. We have 2 Japanese Spitz and 4 Pomeranians. Yeah, and I did think about having the puppies earlier, but I thought if I put, you want to see some puppies in the title, you know, I might get the wrong sort of people. So there we go.
Oh,
It's-
so fluffy.
There we go. You got
Oh.
centre stage. So
He's fine,
yes,
Fluffy.
don't know what to make of it.
Actually, it looks like he's got like a bit of a tash, you know, like a little beard, so he could be like Lord Fluffy or something.
Next raffle prize, I don't think the wife would agree with that. So let's take you back then. Oh,
The dog. Call it Dan. I like how everyone's still picking on Dan then, yeah?
and then we have this one.
Another fluffy puppy. Oh.
There we go. So another one with no name. Light and dark. That's about all they get called. But look, there we go.
Oh.
Oh dear. Please tell
Tried
me
to
why
give me
people
a
left
puppy.
home. But yes, this is another one, and Mum and Dad's in there as well. Ooh, look at you. Yes, I know you bite. Very bitey at the moment, but yes. So this is light, and the other one's dark. But there we go. Everyone's looking at you. If only you understood.
Oh.
I think somebody.
Dog breath.
Oh, I don't know. So there we go. Well, I'm going to put you back, and then I suppose I'll better come off here and see what. Oh, you're licking me now. All right, then you can stay here for a bit. But anyway, Natalie, thank you for joining us. So
Thank you.
this is like Natalie from Chick Magnets. Check them out on Go and check them out on YouTube, and also check them out on Facebook. But yes, it was interesting. We got to see all your collectibles, and you got to see the puppy. Yes, I know. Yes.
Puppy.
Oh no. Next
Yeah.
raffle prize. I'll pay you.
Yes.
I'll pay people £1 a ticket to take it away.
I bet you would have to get your butt kicked by your wife.
I think I'll be going before the dog does, so you know, that's how it goes. But anyway, thank you everyone for joining. Pleasure having you on here. Don't forget, we'll go live on Sunday. We're going to go back to virtually the same area I've been for the last 2 weeks, but we're going to give that a go. Also, next week's video, don't miss that because we broke another record. So this week was good. Next week we broke another record as well. And yes, I know. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Getting close to the 30k now. I think we need about another 170 subs. Once we get there, something will be happening. I'm not going to say what. No, I'm not giving away the puppy. No,
Aww.
no, we won't give away the puppy at 30k. But thank you all for joining. Hope you've enjoyed it. And we will catch you all. Not you, won't know. On Sunday, sometime in the afternoon, if not the premiere next week. So, yes, I know I'm going to take you back in. Thank you all for joining, and we'll catch you all again soon.
Thank you, Nigel.